But this is the first step toward justice.
KSHB 41 reporter Leslie Dellis-Moore has been following this story all weekend long. She talked with leaders moments after the charges were announced.
He just made a mistake. He got the wrong address, and it almost cost his life.
My nephew is alive, and he is healing. It is not the story that individual intended for us to tell. But we are telling a story that is different from the stories that you normally hear.
Hey guys, hope all is well. Hope you all are having a lovely and productive day. Shout out to my subscribers, old and new. I see you and I appreciate you. So let's dive right into this story. Ralph Yarl is a 16-year-old honor student. On April 13th, he went to go pick up his brothers from a residence in Kansas City, Missouri. But what Ralph didn't realize is that he went to the wrong address. So instead of going to 115th Terrace, he went to 115th Street. According to his family's attorney, Ralph stated that he rang the doorbell and whomever was inside took a little longer than he anticipated to respond. So he just waited at the door. He said that he heard rustling around going on in the house and then the door finally opens. Ralph was confronted by a white, demonic reptilian in the face looking ass mother effer, okay? And this dude, or whatever it was, said, "Don't come back around here," and proceeded to shoot Ralph. Ralph was shot in the head, he fell to the ground, and was shot a second time, which struck him in the upper right arm. So check this out. After Ralph Yarl was shot in the head and the arm, he was able to get up, and he went to 3 different homes before someone finally found him. And this good Samaritan's name is James Lynch. James found Ralph unconscious, and he said, "I thought he was dead. No one deserves to lay there like that. He hasn't even begun to live his life yet. He didn't deserve to get shot." Lynch, who is 42, had just gotten out of the shower Thursday night and was getting ready for bed when he heard shouting outside. He went over to his kitchen window and saw a boy banging on the door of a nearby home. He said, "I heard somebody screaming, 'Help, help, I've been shot,'" adding that the shouting was out of place for the normally quiet neighborhood. Lynch, who is a father of 3, said he ran outside, jumped his fence, and sprinted through a neighbor's yard and across the street to another neighbor's driveway to get Yarl. Hello. Period. Woo! Ralph, you are blessed. Okay? The Most High, your ancestors, you got guardians, baby boy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay? So James said that Ralph's face and arms were covered in blood, and it looked as if he had been shot in his head near his eye socket. So Lynch's old Eagle Scout training kicked in when Yarl suddenly came to. Lynch told him, "I'm going to grab your hand really tight." He checked Yarl's wrist for a pulse before he asked him his name and age and where he went to school. Yarl struggled to respond before he spelled his name. Another neighbor came over with towels to help stand with the bleeding, and she and Lynch waited with Yarl until paramedics arrived. That is so sweet. We still have good people out here, y'all. We really do. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but the demon, reptilian demonic entity, is 85 years old. 84, but who His name cares?
is
Fuck
Andrew
him.
Lester. For some reason, Andrew Lester was taken into the precinct for questioning, and they released him, but he turned himself in. My thing is, why was he not arrested right then and there? Why was he able to go back home? This is not some type of, what is it, castle doctrine law shit. No, absolutely not. Ralph went, rang the doorbell. Let me guess. I feared for my life because I saw a black boy at my doorstep. What? You fear for your life, but you open the door? What? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. He's not even being charged with attempted murder. So you could shoot somebody in the head and the upper arm
and just go home for 24, 48 hours? How, Sway? How?
So Andrew Lester was taken into custody on Thursday and placed on a 24-hour hold. However, under Missouri state law, a person can only be held for 24 hours on suspicion of a felony before officials must either charge or release them. Attorneys for Ralph and jail officials said that the suspect was actually released after less than 2 hours. Wow. On Monday afternoon, Clay County prosecutor Zachary Thompson announced that Mr. Lester had been charged with 2 felonies: assault in the first degree, which carries a punishment of 10 to 30 years or life imprisonment, and armed criminal action, which carries a punishment of 3 to 15 years. However, when asked if Mr. Lester could also be charged with a hate crime, the prosecutor said that it would not be possible under state law. In Missouri, a hate crime is a lower level of felony, and to add the charge would amount to double jeopardy. Mr. Ben Crump said in a statement, "While this is certainly a step in the right direction, we will continue to fight for Ralph while he works towards a full recovery." Clay County prosecutor Zachary Thompson confirmed in a press conference that there was a racial component to the case, but would not give details on what had caused him to come to that conclusion.
Probably don't come from around here.
Like, damn, the fuck? Prosecutors charge Andrew D. Lester with assault in the first degree, which carries a punishment of 10 to 30 years or life imprisonment. He has been charged with armed action, which carries a I already read that. Or did they write that twice? Huh? Oh, I didn't read that. Okay, so Mr. Thompson has said that a bond has been set for $200,000, but that the suspect was not yet in custody at the time. On Tuesday afternoon, the Clay County Sheriff's Office confirmed Mr. Lester had surrendered at a detention center and the booking process was underway. Wow. So according to court documents, a witness told police that they saw a vehicle pull into Mr. Lester's driveway at around 9:30 p.m. Mr. Lester told investigators that he had just lain down with a door when the doorbell rang. He picked up his .32 pistol and opened the interior door of his house. He told police that he saw a black male pulling on the exterior door and thought he was trying to break into the property. He claimed he was scared to death at the boy's size. What? And feared he was unable to defend himself given his elderly age. Mr. Lester said that he fired twice and that no words were exchanged with the victim. During an informal police interview at Children's Mercy Hospital, the teenager said that he did not pull the door and was waiting outside. He told investigators that a man opened the door and immediately shot him, causing him to fall to the ground where he was shot for a second time. Ralph told police that the man said, "Don't come around here." Following the shooting, Ralph managed to stumble away to some other homes in the neighborhood to get help and was rushed to the hospital. On Monday, he was released from the hospital to recover at home from his injuries. Yes, and his mother's a nurse, and I believe his uncle is like a physical therapist or something. Well, he got he's blessed, like I said. He got the medical field within his family, so yes, he will be healing at home in the comfort of his own home, surrounded by love and light. Okay, this is crazy. As a prosecutor for Clay County, I can tell you that there was a racial component to the case. I don't want to comment on specifics of the case to protect its integrity, says Zachary Thompson. Ralph had not entered the home when Lester allegedly shot him through a glass door, Mr. Thompson said. Mr. Crump told CNN that he believes things would have been different if the races of the suspect and victim were reversed. Nobody can tell us if the roles were reversed and you had a black man shoot a white 16-year-old teenager for merely ringing his doorbell, that he would not be arrested, he said. I mean, this citizen went home and slept in his bed at night after shooting that young black kid in the head. Best believe if Lander went up to Ray Ray's house, okay, rang his bell and Ray Ray reacted the way that this demon did, Ray Ray would have been beaten, battered, and booked, probably unalived. I don't know what this disgusting excuse of an elder was thinking, but he didn't know that Ralph is covered by the blood of the Most High. He has ancestors, he has his spirit guides, he has his guardians. He had enough strength to go to 3 different homes and scream for help, and guess who came? Guess who was sent? Running, hopping over fences, going through the neighbor's yard. James Lynch was like, bed could wait. This young man wants to be a chemical engineer. He takes college courses in high school. He doesn't like English because he's like, it's too easy, it's boring. This is a miracle child. And the demon thought he was gonna end his life? No, the Lord had a different plan, okay? A different plan. This 85-year-old still has hate embedded all up in it. I don't even want to stare into those eyes because it's just like I could see the things that he just done in his life that he got away with, okay? Allegedly. Ooh, child. But I'm gonna pray for continued healing for Ralph, his family, and yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. Later.